RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. So this is a created franchise on MLB The Show for the PlayStation. The players are created. They are Marvel's cinematic universe actors. Let's jump into this. As you can see from the standings, it is the beginning of June. The Avengers are 42-24. They're a game behind the LA Dodgers in the division. Let's jump into the calendar. So, 3 games set against the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Avengers lost the first game 7-5. They won this last game 8-1. This is the rubber match on a Sunday afternoon in Arizona. Schedule of the organization's games. Play the game. All preceding games will be simulated. Do you want to continue? Okay. Play full game. We are the away team in our cream-colored banana uniforms. The home team is Arizona, Chase Field. Closed. Quick counts off. Broadcast looks good. Let's select it. Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow herself, is the starting pitcher. Looks like some guys need some time off, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. Let me see. You know what? We're just going to rock and roll with this. So I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me, and the difficulty is set at All-Star, which is somewhere in the middle. Rookie, veteran, and then All-Star, and I think there's like Legendary and Hall of Fame after that. But the point is, I'm having a good time. Don't kink shame me. This is Avengers Baseball. Welcome to a home game for the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Avengers visit the Diamondbacks here at Chase Field. Division rivalry. On the mound for the Diamondbacks is Alex Reyes, making his 10th start. No, check that, his 11th start of the season. He's 1-3 with an, get this, 8.04 earned run average. The season has not gone well for Reyes so far. Leading off for the Avengers, Sam Wilson himself, Anthony Mackie, hitting .322, 8 homers, 39 RBIs. Plays shortstop for the Avengers. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Reyes. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. And that's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap. It is Gonzo. That's a leadoff home run for the new Captain America. Anthony Mackie cut the check. It's a solo home run, and the Avengers now lead 1-0 on Mackie's 9th home run of the season. Oh yeah, let's look at the replay. Here it is. Boom. Big hit. Oh. Thought it would go off the wall, but it did not. So next up is Spider-Man Tom Holland, 363, 9 homers, 46 RBIs. Way out in front of the changeup for strike one. Diamondbacks are 35-29, good for 3rd place in the National League West. That is Joe Morgan at second base and Ketel Marte in center field. Count is no balls and 1 strike on Spider-Man. Nope, checks his swing, pitch is high and outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Way out in front of the changeup. Again, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Holland. Can't seem to pick up that slow pitch. Changeup outside, count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is the top of the first. MCU leads 1-0 on the leadoff homer from Anthony Mackie. Down and in. Count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is the original Captain America, Chris Evans. Here comes the payoff pitch from Reyes. And he pulls it high and deep, but foul. And we will do it again. Again, I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Out in front of the breaking ball, 12-6 action. Struck him out for the first out of the ball game. Here's the replay. Tried to hold up on it, but got it past him. So next up is Chris Evans. 303, 8 homers, 32 RBIs. That's a line drive headed towards the left center field gap, and it will be in there. 1 hop, 2 hops to the fence, rounding first, heading to second. It will be a stand-up double for Steve Rogers. With one out here. It's his 14th double for Evans on the season. And here's the replay. No replay. Pardon me. The late, great Chadwick Boseman steps to the plate. He's hitting 340 on the season. Fastball outside, ball one. So Chadwick's hitting 340, 9 homers, 30 RBIs on the season after first 2 months of the year. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know the Chadwick Boseman, who played Black Panther, passed away in the year 2020 from colon cancer. Checks his swing, he's stealing. Throw down to third is not in time. It's a stolen base for Chris Evans. Here's the replay. Risky play, but poor throw. So runner at third in less than 2 outs. 2-0 count to Chadwick. Here comes the pitch. And he just gets a piece of the changeup. The count is 2-1. Here comes the pitch. And that's a line drive over the head of the second baseman. It's an RBI single for T'Challa. And the score is now MCU leading 2-0. We're going to get a replay of this. Come on, guys in the truck. No, we're not. So, options, gameplay, hitting difficulty is all-star. Pitching difficulty is also all-star. Once again, I like to show what difficulty I'm playing at. First baseman for the Avengers is Robert Downey Jr. And he wraps it, heading again towards the right center field gap. And it will be in there. One bounce over the wall. It'll be a ground rule double for Tony Stark, his 11th of the season. Diving attempt by the center fielder Marte could not make the play, and it hops over the fence for the ground rule double. There'll be runners, I believe, at second and third. Yes, second and third with only one away for the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. Mark is hitting 331. He has 13 homers and 50 runs batted in on the season. 2 runners in scoring position, only one away. Down and in, ball one. Mark leads the team in both homers and RBIs this season. Grounds it, foul ball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Reyes. Outside, bounces away, but no advance. Nice play by Jorge Posada behind the plate for the Diamondbacks. Umpire behind home plate is Freddie Ferguson, calling balls and strikes. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Ruffalo. Here comes the pitch. Out in front of the changeup, count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners lead off second and third. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman, throws to first. It's an RBI ground out for the Hulk, and MCU now leads 3-0. So he got the job done, got the RBI. There's 2 away with a runner at third now for Idris Elba. Hemdahl in the MCU is hitting 285, 4 homers, 24 RBIs. He'll need a base hit to get that runner home from third, provided there's no error on the play. Down and in, ball one. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked nicely by Posada, but the count is now 2 balls and no strikes on Elba. Idris Elba plays Hemdahl in the Thor franchise. And it is a grounder to short. Starlin Castro throws to first in time, and the side is retired, but not before the Avengers score 3 times. And after a half inning of play here in Chase Field, it's the Hollywood Avengers 3, Arizona, coming to bat. This is Avengers baseball. On the mound, benefiting from an early 3-0 lead, is Scarlett Johansson, the Black Widow herself. This is only her 5th start of the season. Her record is 1-1 with a 3.31 earned run average. And leading off for the Diamondbacks is Hall of Famer Ricky Henderson, 281, 9 homers, 32 runs batted in, left field. Here comes the first pitch from Scarlett. And that's a line drive on the first pitch. It is a solid base hit to left field for Ricky, and he will be a candidate to run. I think he has over 2,000 stolen bases in his major league career. Pulls it, line drive between short and third. Next up is Brian Reynolds, 286, 7 homers, 32 RBIs. Here comes the pitch. That's a deep drive towards the right center field gap, racing over his War Machine. He cannot get it, and it one hops over the wall. It's a ground rule double for Reynolds, his 21st of the season. And still nobody out. Runners, I believe, will be at second and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. So Bagwell, first baseman, Hall of Famer, 340, 17 homers, leads the team with 55 RBIs. Breaking ball outside, ball one. Avengers are 42 and 24, good for second place in the National League West. That is Tom Holland at second and Dave Batista in right field. Swing and a miss, two-seam fastball, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Johansson is not a fireballer. Usually her fastball tops out at about 90 or 91, but she throws 4 pitches, including a knuckleball. Knuckler misses 2 balls and 1 strike. Chases the slider down and away. Count as 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's a shallow fly ball to right. There is Batista. And he throws to the plate. It's offline, but the runner did not tag. So there's still runners at second and third and 1 away. Diamondbacks. Ricky Henderson's in left. Brian Reynolds is DH. Jeff Bagwell is at first. Nolan Arenado is at third. Joe Morgan's at second. Ketel Marte is the center fielder. Nick Markakis is in right. Jorge Posada is the catcher and batting ninth. And playing shortstop is Starlin Castro. Nolan Arenado, the third baseman, 272, 11 homers, 43 RBIs. Runners in scoring position at second and third for Nolan. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. Breaking ball outside, counts 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pulls the fastball foul down the left field line. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes on Arenado. Grounder to second, throws to first in time, 2 away. On the play, the run scores, so it'll be an RBI ground out for Nolan Arenado, and the score is now Marvel leading 3-1. So, next up for the Diamondbacks is Hall of Famer Joe Morgan, 321, 4 homers, 26 RBIs. Runner at third, 2 away. In the dirt, blocked nicely by the captain. Ball 1. 3-1. Are you playing on rookie? Oh, Mr. Outlander, welcome to the stream. This is Avengers baseball. We only play on All-Star. I've already shown it, so you'll have to go back and watch the replay. Inside to Joe Morgan, count is 2 balls and no strikes. Welcome to the stream. And he fouls it back. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike to Morgan. I think Morgan played for the Big Red Machine back in the mid-1970s, World Series champion. He's got a runner at third base and 2 away. Here comes the pitch from Black Widow. And he fouls it off. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, runner at third. 3-1 lead for the MCU. Here comes the pitch. And again, he fouls it back. How you doing on this beautiful Wednesday? I am doing great. I am doing fantastico, especially with a 3-1 lead. And again, he fouls it off to stay alive. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Your presence is always much appreciated. For those of you that are watching this on replay, the Outlander show also has a... Oh no! Back goes Batista to the track, looking up. It's gone. That's a 2-run home run for Joe Morgan, his 5th of the season. And we have ourselves a tie ball game here in the bottom of the first inning. It's a brand new ball game, knotted at 3. Oh my goodness. My job finally gave me the okay to work out during my lunch, so I just ran a mile for 7 minutes. Mile in 7 minutes. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good mile. Good for you. Boom! Got to give respect to Joe Morgan. Not a home run hitter, but he certainly was on that swing. So, two-way, I'm 6'3" and 240, so that's a good mile, I think. Oh no, LOL homer. Ketel Marte's the center fielder, hitting .318, 9 homers, 46 RBIs. This is the 3rd game of a 3-game set, which is tied at 1 game apiece in there. Strike 1. So this is the rubber match on a Sunday afternoon. And the ball game is tied at 3. And that ball is high. It is far. Back goes. Leaps. It's not. It is a home run for Marte, number 10, double digits for the center fielder of the Arizona Diamondbacks. And just like that, Scarlett with 2 outs gives up a 2-run homer and a solo shot back-to-back and gives up the lead. The Diamondbacks now lead 4-3. Oh my goodness. Drives it the other way to the deepest part of this ballpark, Chase Field. Ouch. It's gone. No chance. So, Nick Markakis, the right fielder, steps up to the plate. 278, 12 homers, 41 RBIs. And I have a feeling that we're going to go to the manager and he's going to do a mound visit to have a little conversation. Apparently, Scarlett Johansson's a little bit, she's a little, feeling a little off because this is the week that her movie Black Widow debuts on Friday night on Disney Plus and also in movie theaters across the nation. So she's feeling a little off, obviously. But she's not coming out yet. Fastball in there, strike 1. 4-3 lead for Arizona here in the bottom of the first. 2 away, bases empty for Reynolds. Check that, Markakis. Out in front of the slider, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out on the breaking ball, but the damage has been done. So after giving up 3 runs in the top of the first, the Arizona Diamondbacks come back with 4 spot of their own. At the end of 1, it's Arizona leading 4-3. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. So we go to the top of the second. Dave Bautista, hitting .305, steps up to the plate. He's Drax the Destroyer. He also has 7 homers and 30 runs batted in on the season. Pitch by Reyes. That's a deep drive, headed for the right center field gap. It is 1 hop over the wall. A ground rule double for Dave Bautista, his 16th double of the season. And just like that, they've got the tying run in scoring position here in the top of the second. Looks like this one is going to be a high-scoring affair, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, Don Cheadle, War Machine. .318, 8 homers, 36 RBIs. Out in front of the changeup for strike 1. Don Cheadle plays James Rhodes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it is a fly ball to left. Ricky Henderson is there. He makes the catch for out number 1. No advance on the bases. Defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks in the outfield from left to right. We have Ricky Henderson, Ketel Marte, and Nick Markakis. In the infield, Gold Glove winner Nolan Arenado, Starlin Castro, Joe Morgan, Jeff Bagwell, with Jorge Posada behind home plate. And those are the Diamondbacks. Next up, the lineup turns over. Anthony Mackie hit a solo home run to lead off this game. He hit his 9th homer of the season. And that's a hard line drive. Back goes the fielder. Caught, tagging at second and headed to third. is the base runner. So he hit it right on the nose, but right at Markakis to make the run and catch in right field. Next up is Tom Holland. Struck out in the first, is 0 for 1. He's got a runner at third with 2 away. He needs a base hit to get that run home. And he slices the first pitch down the line. It is caught by Markakis to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 1.5. It's the Diamondbacks 4, MCU 3. 6'3", 240. I'm a shrimp compared to you. I'm 5'9", 200. Next up is Jorge Posada, catcher for the Diamondbacks. 315, 12 homers, 31 runs batted in. Switch hitter batting from the left side against Black Widow. Here comes the pitch. And he's late on the fastball, flies it to left. Elba makes the catch, 1 pitch, 1 away. Defensive alignment for the Avengers in the outfield. We've got Elba, Cheadle, and Bautista. And in the infield, Chadwick Boseman, Anthony Mackie, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., with Chris Evans behind home plate. DH is Mark Ruffalo. So next up is Starlin Castro. 242, 16 homers, 44 RBIs. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Base is empty. 1 away here in the bottom of the second. 4-3 lead for Arizona. And he just gets a piece of the slider. The count's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. So when this game began, the Avengers were in the National League West. They took the place of the San Diego Padres, and he yanks it foul. Count remains 0-2. So they took the place of the San Diego Padres, and currently in the beginning of June, the Avengers are 1 game behind the Los Angeles Dodgers for first place in the NL West. Just misses outside, 1-2. Could have been a called 3rd strike. She's asking where it was. Doesn't like the call. She thought it was called strike 3. And he pops it upstairs behind home plate. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. Float the knuckleball in there. Caught him looking. It's strikeout number 2 for Johansson, and there was 2 out. Let's look at the replay. Just no rotation on that knuckleball at all. So 2 down. Lineup turns over for the Diamondbacks. Ricky Henderson singled and scored a run in his first at-bat. This is his 2nd plate appearance. Outside corner with the fastball. Strike 1. Grounder up the middle. It's going to be a tough one. Fielded, fires, got him. Great play. Cut the check by Anthony Mackie. The end of 2. It's 4-3, Arizona. Leading off the top of the 3rd is Chris Evans. He plays Steve Rogers in the MCU. He doubled in his first at-bat. Switch hitter batting from the left side. And he grounds it foul up third base, first base line. Check that. Strike 1. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. This is Avengers Baseball. I'm RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Pitch is low. 2 balls and 1 strike to the original Captain America. No disrespect to the new Captain America. If you have no idea what I'm talking about. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Couldn't catch up to the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I suggest you watch a little more Disney Plus. Jams him, fouls it back. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Checks the swing, pitch is low, count goes full, 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch from Reyes. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup and struck him out for out number 1. That's Reyes' 2nd strikeout of the game. Let's look at the replay. just out in front. Next up, Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, Forever. Change up outside, ball one. He has an RBI single in this game. Here comes the pitch. That's a line drive to center, base hit, and he's 2 for 2. And they will have a 1-out single here in the top of the third. Hits leaders on the Avengers. Tom Holland, Spider-Man, leads the team with 89 entering play. Chadwick is right in the middle of the pack. Next up, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. Quick throw to first, he's back. Boseman has speed. One away, runner at first. Fastball low. 1 ball and no strikes. Robert Downey Jr. had a double in the first. This is his second plate appearance. It's ground ball up the middle. Flips to second for 1, back to first. Scooped. That's a double play, and the side is retired. Nice job by the Diamondback defense. After 2.5, it's Arizona 4, MCU 3. So we go to the bottom of the third. Up steps Brian Reynolds, who doubled and scored a run in his first at-bat. Here comes the pitch from Black Widow. In there, strike 1. Change up over there. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Over the plate. Checks his swing, found the inside half, struck him out. 1 away. National League West standings, as you can see, the LA Dodgers lead the division. They've already won today, so they have a 1.5 game lead over the Avengers. They need to win today against Arizona to keep pace. Arizona's 7.5 games back in third place. So Jeff Bagwell flew out in the first, is 0 for 1, steps up, 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the third. Here comes the pitch. And that's a deep drive down the right field line. It is foul. Made a bid for a opposite field home run, but it's just a long strike. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss, strike 2. Just gets a piece of the knuckleball. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. So a battle between the second and third place ball clubs in the National League Western Division. Here comes the pitch from Scarlett. Ground ball fielded nicely by Mackie. Throws from his knees, got him. What a play, cut that check from Anthony Mackie, the new Captain America at short. Let's look at the replay. Diving stop from his knees, makes a strong, accurate throw in time, and there are 2 away. Next up is Nolan Arenado, who had a ground out, an RBI ground out. Here comes the pitch. 2 outs, bases empty. Outside corner, strike 1. So Scarlett had a terrible first inning, gave 4 runs. She was gifted 3 runs in the top of the first and then proceeded to give away 4. Swinging a miss with the slider, count is 0-2. So it's the cardinal sin of starting pitching. Your teammates give you, your offense gives you a couple of runs, you got to hold them in that half inning. Struck him out, the outside slider. The side is retired. So after 3 innings of play here at Chase Field, Arizona leads by 1, 4-3. So we go to the top of the 4th. Up steps Mark Ruffalo, who's 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch from Reyes. And he pulls the changeup foul for strike 1. 51 RBIs leads the ball club for the Avengers. Hulk smash. Speaking of Hulk smash, That's deep to right. Back goes the fielder. It's Gonzo. That ties the ball game at 4 on Mark Ruffalo's 14th home run of the season, a solo shot, Hulk smash. And this ball game is tied at 4. The balls are just flying out of this ballpark today, this Sunday afternoon. Let's watch the replay, shall we? Hits it the other way, and it just doesn't stop. Next up, Idris Elba. Grounded out in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Grounder to short, fielded cleanly by Castro. Throws to first in time. 1 away. Next up, Dave Bautista doubled in the second inning in his first plate appearance. High and tight, ball 1. 97 on the radar gun. Late on the fastball, swing and a miss. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Dave Bautista was a former WWE professional wrestler. Fastball low, 2-1. He is currently on Netflix in a zombie movie. Fouls off the fastball, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes, called Army of the Dead. It's a lot of fun. If you like zombie movies, it's a lot of fun. Directed by Zack Snyder. In the dirt, count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, bases empty. Here comes the payoff pitch from Reyes. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate, and the count will stay full. And he lazy fly ball to right. There is Markakis. He makes the catch for out number 2. Routine play for Markakis. So next up is Don Cheadle. Don is 0 for 1 with a fly out in the second. Another one of those switch hitters hitting from the left side. Down and in, ball 1. 4 for his last 12 at the plate. Checks his swing, fastball is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Could have been called a strike, but was called a ball by the home plate umpire. That one he should have laid off. That was a 3-0 pitch. Now it's 2-1. Expanded the zone. Outside. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. The lineup will turn over. Anthony Mackie is on deck. There are 2 away. Outside corner with the fastball, count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Here comes the payoff pitch. And it's a grounder to second. In the dirt, scooped nicely by Bagwell. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. No, it is not a 1-2-3 inning because Mark Ruffalo hit the solo shot, his 14th of the season, to tie this ball game. After 3.5 innings of play, the game's tied at 4. Leading off the bottom of the 4th is Joe Morgan. In his first at-bat, he hit a 2-run home run. Here comes the pitch. At the knees, strike 1. Slider inside, backs him off the plate. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a line drive headed towards left. It is in there. Racing over from center to left is War Machine. That's going to be a stand-up triple to lead off the bottom of the 4th. That's number 2 on the season for Joe Morgan. Second triple. Idris Elba tried to cut it off in the gap. It got past him, rolled all the way to the wall, and by the time the center fielder, Don Cheadle, made his way over there, his motor was heading to third. So, Ketel Marte had a solo homer in the first inning. Now it's a runner at third and nobody out. Go-ahead run is at third base. And he fouls off the fastball, strike 1. And he pulls the slider deep but foul. And the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Grounder to second. Over to first. It's an RBI ground out for Ketel Marte. And the Arizona Diamondbacks now take a 5-4 lead as the runner at third scores on the ground ball. So 1 out, bases empty, 5-4 lead for Arizona. Next up is Nick Markakis, who struck out in the first. He's 0 for 1. This is not a good outing for Scarlett. Swings at the first pitch, skies it the other way to left. There is Elba. Makes the catch for out number 2. Next up, Jorge Posada, the catcher. Flew out in the second. He's 0 for 1. At the knees, strike 1. The shift is on. 3 infielders on the right side, expecting Jorge to pull. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Fouls it off. Count remains 0-2. So it's a 5-4 lead for Arizona here in the bottom of the 4th. And he flies to center. Cheadle is there. Makes the catch to retire the side. But on a triple and an RBI ground out, the Diamondbacks take the lead. The end of 4 innings of play. It's Arizona 5, MCU 4. So we go to the top of the 5th. Up steps Anthony Mackie. He's 1 for 2 with a solo homer to lead off the game. That's a hard ground ball to the second baseman. Joe Morgan Fields fires 1 pitch, 1 away. Next up, Tom Holland 0 for 2. He struck out and flied out. He plays Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Checks a swing. The fastball is outside, ball 1. Swings and misses over the top of the changeup. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside, 2-1. And that's a ground ball, base hit through the middle. It's a 1-out single for the Avengers here in the top of the 5th. Spider-Man has speed, so watch him on those base paths. Here's a replay. Next up is Chris Evans. Chris is big lead over there at first base. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Pitches inside, ball 1. Chris is 5 for 9 in this series. Big lead at first. Change up outside. Count is 2 balls and no strikes to Evans. He's going. Pitches down and inside in. It's 3-0 count. The throwdown is not in time. Stolen base for Tom Holland. Thought it might have been a strike on the inside corner, but the umpire called it ball 3. So the count is 3 balls and no strikes on Evans. Will he take a pitch? Will he have the green light? He's taking a pitch because I don't swing on 3 balls and no strike counts. So let's see what happens. Right down the middle, strike 1. But now it's a hitter's count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner in scoring position, 1 away. The runner at second is Tom Holland, the tying run. Ball 4. Chris Evans, base on balls. So there'll be runners at first and second with only 1 away for Chadwick Boseman, who's 2 for 2 with an RBI today. He has the average up to 346 on the season. Here comes the pitch from Reyes. And he skies it to center field. Easy routine play from Marte. He makes the catch for out number 2. No advance on the bases. So next up is Robert Downey Jr., 1 for 2 with a double in the first inning. He's got a runner at second in scoring position, first and second, 2 away. And it's a grounder to second. Routine play for Joe Morgan, who throws him out, and they strand the runners on base. After 4.5 innings of play, it's Arizona 5, the Avengers 4. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Up steps Starlin Castro, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second inning. There comes a pitch from Johansson. Deep, down the left field line, but curling out of play, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Inside corner with the fastball, caught him looking, struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Johansson. Lineup turns over. Ricky Henderson is 5 for 10 in this series. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored today. Here comes the pitch. Base is empty, 1 away. Knuckler floats in there for strike 1. Two-seam fastball inside off the plate. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Deep fly ball to center. Back goes Cheadle to the track. He makes the catch on the edge of the warning track for out number 2. Gave it a ride, but to the deepest part of the ballpark. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Up steps Brian Reynolds, who's 1 for 2 with a double. Hard ground ball, 1 hop to the second baseman. Spider-Man throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Johansson here in the 5th. Official ball game at the end of 5. Arizona leads 5-4. So we go to the top of the 6th, and in relief comes Sam Tuivailala, making his 42nd appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 3-1 with a 5.48 earned run average. And again, leading off is Mark Ruffalo, 1 for 2. He is the Hulk. He hit home run number 14 on the season in this game. And that ball is high and far, but caught at the warning track. A line drive to left. Caught by Ricky Henderson, 1 pitch, 1 away. Hit it right on the nose, but couldn't get enough air underneath it to get it out of the ballpark. So next up is Idris Elba, who's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. 2 lefties warming up, getting loose in the Diamondbacks bullpen. And it's a grounder to the pitcher. Via throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 6th.
The bat, the right fielder.
Next up, Dave Bautista's 1 for 2 with a double. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Bautista. Sinking fastball inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Paul Fry and Zach Duke, 2 left-handed pitchers warming up in the bullpen for Arizona. 1 ball, 1 strike count. That is a line drive to right. Dunks in there for a hit in front of Markakis. It's a 2-out single for Bautista, his 2nd hit of the ball game. Bloop base hit the other way.
Number 10.
Next up is Don Cheadle. Don is 0 for 2. Quick throw to first. Bautista's back. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. 5-4 lead for Arizona. Bouncer to the mound, fielded, fires, got him. And the side is retired. So 5.5 here at Chase Field. Diamondbacks lead 5-4. Leading off the bottom of the sixth is Jeff Bagwell, the first baseman, who's 0 for 2 today. Here comes the pitch from Scarlett. And it's a lazy fly ball to right. There is Batista. Drax makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away. So with 1 away, up steps Nolan Arenado, who has an RBI ground out, but otherwise he's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Fastball in there, strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. That's a line drive to center. There is Cheadle. War Machine makes the catch for out number 2. It's a very up and down start for Scarlett Johansson. She's pitching just well enough to lose the game. She's only thrown 64 pitches here and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Up steps Joe Morgan, who in the first inning hit a 2-run homer. We don't need to see any more of that. So he's 2 for 2. Here comes the pitch from Scarlett. Deep drive, but curling out of play for strike 1. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball. Count is 0-2. Hard ground ball, base hit through the box and into center field. It's the 3rd hit of the ball game for Joe Morgan. My goodness.
Center fielder, number 4.
So center fielder Ketel Marte steps up to the plate. He had a solo home run in the first inning. He's 1 for 2. Hitting .320 with 10 homers on the season. Fastball in there, strike 1. Runner leads off first. Changeup misses low. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. 5-4 lead for Arizona. Runner at first, 2 away here in the 6th. And he pops it up behind home plate, out of play. Count is 1-2. Ground ball to the second baseman. Throws to first in time. Side is retired. So after 6 innings of play, Arizona leads 5-4.
Your attention, please.
In relief, here in the top of the 7th is Zach Duke. He's pitched in 33 games. His record is 1-0 with a 3.89 earned run average. He's a left-handed pitcher out of the bullpen. Mackie, switch hitter, turns around and bats from the right side. He's 1 for 3 with a solo homer to lead off the game. Here comes the pitch from Duke. And he fouls off the curveball, strike 1. Anthony Mackie is Sam Wilson, the new Captain America. Breaking ball outside, count is 1-1. And he just gets a piece of the sinking fastball on the outside corner. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mackie. And again, he just gets a piece to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. Staying on that outside corner with his pitches. Trying not to give him anything on the inside half of the plate. That time he does with the slider, and he pulls it hard but foul. And it's a line drive to center field. It is a base hit. Dunks in there for a single. And it's a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th inning for the Avengers. Cut the check. Mackie's the leadoff hitter. He's the fastest player on the team. This is a good stealing situation in order to get a runner in scoring position. Next up is Tom Holland. 1 for 3 with the singles, 4 for 9 in the series. Quick throw to first. He's in there. So Tommy Holland is 1 for 3 with a single in the 5th inning. Again, throw to first. He's back. Again, throw to first. And he pops him up in the infield. Castro is there. He makes the catch for out number 1. Jammed him inside. Next up is Chris Evans. Turns around, bats from the right side of the plate. 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored today. Throw to first. Keeping a close eye on Anthony Mackie at first base. Keeping him from grabbing that free pass, free base. Pitch out, but nothing doing. Count is 1-0 on Evans. Posada has an arm behind home plate, but and he pops him up. Right behind first base is Jeff Bagwell in fair territory, makes the catch, and just like that, there are 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Zach gave up a single and has now retired the next 2 hitters on pop-ups. So next up is the late, great Chadwick Boseman. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI, 3 for 11 in this series. Runner is Mackie. Ground ball to the short third baseman. His counterpart throws across in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 6.5. Time to get up the stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. Arizona leads 5-4. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Scarlett is still out there. Nick Markakis, the right fielder, steps up. He's 0 for 2. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. The fastball, strike 1. Grounder near the mound. She hops off, throws to first in time. Nice play by Scarlett, Black Widow, for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Showed some athleticism. Jorge Posada is 0 for 2 with 2 fly balls, 2 fly outs. Steps up to the plate, 1 out, base is empty. Bottom of the 7th, 5-4 lead. And he yanks it foul, high and deep, but pulls it foul down the right field line, strike 1. Fouls the knuckleball upstairs behind home plate. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. And he yanks it foul. Count remains 0-2. Jorge Posada was a part of that Yankee dynasty in the 1990s. He was a starting catcher. He has 5 rings, if I'm not mistaken. And he hits it the other way. Moving over towards the left field line is Idris Elba. He makes the catch for out number 2. Easy play for Hemdahl. And Jorge Posada is 0 for 3. Starlin Castro is 0 for 8 in this series. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes the pitch from Scarlett. And he pops it up. Spider-Man Tom Holland is there in short right field, makes the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Scarlett. The end of 7. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks leading the Avengers 5-4. So we go to the top of the 8th. Edwin Diaz comes in to pitch for the Diamondbacks. It's 3-1 with a 3.41 earned run average. And before Robert Downey Jr. steps up to the plate, we're going to go to the bullpen.
Leading off for Hollywood.
And we'll warm up Sam Jackson and Ed Norton. Here comes the pitch from Edwin Diaz. Fastball low, ball one. Two right-handers warming in the Diamondbacks bullpen, Tyler Duffy and Wander Suero. Getting loose.
Ball two.
Fast pitch, 99 on the radar gun, but high. Count as 2 balls and no strikes to Tony Stark. And he yanks the fastball way out in front of it. Count as 2-1, out of play. It's hard to be out in front of a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Fastball high, hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck is the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. Here's the pitch from Diaz. And he slashes it, but it is caught. Nice running catch from Markakis in right field for the first out here in the top of the 8th. Next up, Mark Ruffalo. Solo homer in the 4th. He's 1 for 3. He leads the ball club with 14 homers. He could tie the ball game. Slider outside, ball 1. And big fly, he could tie this ball game at 5. Let's see what happens. Inside, off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes. And he slices it foul. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch on the outside corner, fouls it off. That's a deep drive the other way. Back goes the center fielder to the warning track. Cattell makes the catch for out number 2. Gave it a ride, but not far enough. So 2 down, bases empty here in the top of the 8th. Up steps Idris Elba, who is 0 for 3 today. His average is dipped to 281. Here comes the pitch from Diaz. Grounder in the hole at short. Long throw from Starlin Castro in time to retire the side. After 7.5, Diamondbacks lead 5-4. Bottom of the 8th, leading off Ricky Henderson. He's 5 for 11 in the series, 1 for 3 with a single today. Johansson is still out there here in the bottom of the 8th. I'm surprised by that decision. Fastball in there, strike 1. She has only thrown 79 pitches. Just misses off the plate, counts 1 ball and 1 strike. Just gets a piece of the knuckler. Count is 1 and 2. Fouls it off. Fouls off the fastball. Count is, remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Ricky Henderson has 2,000 stolen bases, 2,000 plus runs. He was born a Hall of Famer. Deep drive. Actually not so deep. Check that. Shallow fly ball to right, dunks in there for a leadoff single for Ricky Henderson.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter.
Just a bloop base hit to right. So Brian Reynolds steps up to the plate, left-handed hitter against the righty, Scarlett Johansson. Runner leads off first. Candidate to steal. Brian's 1 for 3 with a double. Manager's going to go to the mound, talk it over. A lot of confidence. He's going to leave her in. Pitch low, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Count is 0-1. That's a fly ball towards the left center field gap. There is Idris. He makes the catch for out number 1. Retreating back to first is Ricky Henderson. No advance.
The first baseman, number 5.
Next up is Jeff Bagwell, 0 for 3 today.
Bagwell.
Comes the pitch. And he smashes it, but it will curl out of play. Foul ball for strike 1. Quick throw to first. Ricky's back. Strike 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inside fastball. There's 2 away. That's strikeout number 6 for Johansson. Here's a replay. Jeff Bagwell, with all of his power, is now 0 for 4 today. So next up, Nolan Arenado, 0 for 3. Comes the pitch. On the outside corner, strike 1. Quick throw to first. Henderson is back. Out in front of the slider, count is 0 and 2. And he pulls it into the camera well. Foul ball. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Arenado. Again, Henderson leads off first. It's 5-4 lead for Arizona. Count is 0 and 2. Throw to first is back. The hard ground ball to the second baseman. Holland fields, throws to first in time, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. We go to the top of the 9th. Last licks for the Hollywood Avengers. Can they score a run to tie this ball game? We shall see, said the blind man. We shall see.
Your attention, please.
Tyler Duffy comes in for the save. He is 0 and 3. He has blown 3 saves, but he has 16 out of 19. His ERA is 4.35. Let's see what happens. Leading off is Dave Bautista, who has a single and a double today. He is 2 for 3. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. Now, we're going to go to the manager's office and the bullpen. We're going to sit Sam Jackson down. We're going to sit Ed Norton down. We're going to warm up Stan Lee. And we're going to take Jeremy Renner. We're going to warm him up. And we're going to schedule to put Jeremy Renner in the game. Let's see what happens. Either he doesn't pitch. If he pitches, it means we tied the game or went ahead. Fastball outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike to Drax the Destroyer from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Here comes the pitch from Duffy. And that's a line drive, base hit into center field. Big turn at first, but he will hold. It is a leadoff single here in the top of the 9th for the Avengers, as Drax the Destroyer has 3 hits in this ballgame. Serves it into left center field. So, next up is the number 9 hitter, Don Cheadle, switch hitter, batting from the left side, 0 for 3 today. Slider inside off the plate, ball 1. Don's 0 for 3, the batting average has slipped to the .313. Drax leads off first. And he yanks it high and deep. It is inches from being a 2-run home run, but it is a foul ball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside, count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner leads off first. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th inning. That ball is high. It is far to the track, looking up, leaping. He makes the catch. He stole a home run. That was a 2-run home run stolen by Nick Markakis in right field. They better show the replay on that. What a play. Let's look at this. He jumps over that yellow line, makes the catch, brings it back. And there is now 1 away here in the top of the 9th for Anthony Mackie. He's 2 for 4 with a homer and a single today. Tying run is at first. Go ahead run at the plate. Fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. My goodness. What a play by Nick Markakis to save this ball game. Outside corner, strike two. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Anthony Mackie. Runner leads off first. Knuckle curve inside. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. A little late on the fastball. Fouls it back. Count remains 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out on the high fastball. And the Avengers are down to their final out of the game. There's 2 outs here in the 9th. Just got him on the high fastball. Next up is Tom Holland. He represents the final out of the ball game. 1 for 4 today with a single. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. 5-4 lead for Arizona here in the top of the 9th. 2 outs. And he yanks the slider deep, but foul down the left field line. And the Avengers are down to their final strike. The count is 0-2 on Spider-Man. And that's a line drive, base hit up the middle. He's going to head to third. He's going to second. He slides. He's in there. So the tying run and the go-ahead run are both in scoring position on Spider-Man's 19th double of the season, here with 2 outs. That was all leg work. It could have been a single, and he legged it into second for a double to put himself in scoring position. But with 2 outs, the Avengers need a hit from the original Captain America, Chris Evans. He's 1 for 3 with a double today. And he swings at the first pitch and skies it to center field, and that's playable for Marte, who makes the catch to retire the side. Ball game over. Diamondbacks win the series. They win this game 5-4. So they take 2 out of 3 against the Avengers here at home at Chase Field. The Avengers are now, I believe, 42-25 on the season after losing today 5-4. So let's go to the scorecard. Hollywood Avengers lose. Arizona 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Hollywood Avengers 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Alex Reyes gets the win. Scarlett Johansson gets the loss. She drops to 1-2 on the season. Tyler Duffy gets save number 17. And Joe Morgan, who was 3 for 3 today, is your player of the game. And this has been a presentation of Avengers Baseball, a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for PlayStation 4. I'm RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. If baseball is your thing, I will continue this created franchise up to and continuing past 162 games. All of them on YouTube. No skipped innings, no simulated games. 162 plus, and I say plus because I'm hoping to make the playoffs and win the World Series, but we shall see. Long time before that happens. This was game number 67 out of 162 plus. If baseball is not your thing, check out some of my other playlists. Not only am I doing a Mass Effect Legendary Edition playthrough right now, but plenty of other games, plus Dungeons & Dragons, which is a tabletop role-playing game we play once a week on Monday nights. Check it out. Some people absolutely love it. They get addicted to it, so I invite you to check it out. So the final here at Chase Field, Arizona wins 5-4. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourself a great night.